Hi everybody, welcome to Sakura Angels. Yeah, that's right. It's a visual novel. I'm making my way through the most base of all of the worst of the visual novels. All I'll say is, you're getting a visual novel. Try not to, complain too much about which one it is. Here we go. I don't know what this is about, but I remember we played Sakura Fantasy and all I had was sexy cat girls, so this can't be much better. Every night, not some nights, every night, I have the same dream. Every night, I'm always brought back to this place without fail. And then every morning I'll wake up with no memory of this place at all, until the next time I fall asleep. Not a single night has went by without my consciousness being dragged into the abyss. This realm is devoid of light, so much so that I can't even see my hand in front of my face, no matter how desperately I wave it. If you excuse the webcam, the image is a bit meh, because I have bright light on. It's adjusting for the light in the room, because if I don't, it just ends up looking like shit. The concept of sound is just as absent, my steps silent and my distressed cries swallowed by the bordering darkness, as quickly as they had left my mouth. I am in a bleak, barren wasteland of nothingness. Spending my prolonged amount of time here begins to make me doubt even my own existence. Yet despite feeling suffocated by a striking absence of anything, I know I'm not alone. Something is watching me. Somebody's watching me! Stalking me from the shadows. Is it the night man? I'll fight him away, I'm the day man. Day man! Ha! I can't say for sure what it is, but every once in a while I'll catch sight of something from the corner of my view. I'm always doing that. I keep thinking there's like spiders in the corner of my view. A pair of burning bright eyes fixated purely on me. They hate me. Despise me. There's an overwhelming sense of animosity radiating from whoever they belong to. I know they might want nothing more than to lash out and attack me, but something is holding them back. A force they truly despise. Invisible chains that bind and restrict them from the one thing that is on their mind. First, when I began dreaming about this place, the eyes were distant, like glimmering stars. With each passing night, the eyes seemed to inch ever closer and shine ever brighter. I think whatever force has been holding them from me is beginning to fade. What will happen when these eyes reach me? I shudder to think. I know it's just a dream, so I shouldn't be afraid. But everything I experience here is so vivid. None of the usual murky haze that surrounds such dream-like environments seems to exist here at all. I have perfect clarity, 20/20 vision. I can feel the stagnant, freezing air all around me, enough to incite a shiver out of me every once in a while. Since I'm so used to this dream, I know how it'll end. I'll wade through the darkness for what seems like an eternity, never finding anything until the morning finally comes and pulls me out of this nightmare. At least, that was how it usually ended. Something is different tonight. Those hateful, burning eyes that always kept just out of sight before, I'm suddenly confronted by them. Never before have they been so close. Never before have I stared straight back into them. Their narrowed, piercing gaze roots me to the spot, and a shooting pain surges through me. I can't move. I can't breathe. And then, from out of the darkness, a crooked smile spreads, just as sinister as the eyes. So close. I can practically taste the so close. I can practically taste the freedom. I don't know what voice it is. It won't be long now. Enjoy the peace while you can, boy. For your days... That's the one. So close. I can practically taste the freedom. I'm going to assume it's a man. It could be a girl. It won't be long now. If it turns out to be a lady, we'll just keep the voice. Enjoy the peace while you can, boy. for your days are numbered. And then everything changes. Shall change. I said it right that time. Oh, it's a nice room. I actually quite like that. I would love a room like that. That's really nice, opposed to what I've got. Cloud mess. Ugh. My head is killing me. These morning migraines are the worst. Every morning, without fail, I always wake up to the sensation, not unlike my skull being pounded by a jackhammer. Does jackhammer the things? Oh, it hurt. Can you imagine having a jackhammer in your skull? Thump. 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 It's almost like a heartbeat in my head. I feel like my head is going to split open. It's weird though, because even though the pain is so intense, it never lasts long. In the space it takes for me to get up and head for school, the pain is usually reduced to just a dull throb at the back of my skull by then. So it isn't too much of a hassle in the grand scheme of things. But it certainly isn't a fun way to wake up. No, no. I just find it odd how consistent it seems to be. Anyway, enough pondering these weird mysteries. It's time to tackle the day. It's time to tackle my tackle. After a moment of wrestling with my blanket, I swing my legs around and drag myself out of bed. A quick look at my bedside clock tells me it's still early. Too early. I'm so bad at that. I've been waking up at like 5 in the morning a couple of days. It's the worst. I just get up and do work though. So. I mean, typically I stay awake for a couple of hours and then I sleep for like an hour or two, 2 or 3 hours, and then I just do more. I sleep in like 3-4 hour bursts these days. That's how my body seems to work. I don't know why. It doesn't let me sleep for much longer than that. If I had it my way, the world wouldn't start until at least a good way into the afternoon. If I had, I keep thinking that it's restarting and just rereading it. If I had it my way. But sadly, life just isn't that wonderful. Pulling back the curtains to let the light flood into my room, I suppress the urge to let out a hiss. That's like the Nightman. You gotta pay the troll toll, walk it in a bottle. You gotta pay the troll toll to get in. That was weird. Almost blinding myself in the process. Too bright. The rest of my time getting ready is spent fighting with my uniform. A tie becoming all the more problematic to put on when you're half asleep. Oh god, I think I've actually got my hands stuck in it. I almost choking myself to death in the most pathetic fight ever. I finished putting on the tie and the rest of my uniform complying peacefully with me. Unable to find a comb, I settle for just flattening my hair down with my hands. Blinking into the mirror, I'm left staring back at someone with messy black hair. It's close enough. Jesus, am I going to see a picture? Or... Somewhat dressed and somewhat ready, I stumble out of my room and my legs still not fully awake. Uneven steps carry me dangerously down the stairs, and I soon emerge into the kitchen. That's a nice kitchen. I am greeted by silence. The kitchen is empty. A familiar scene for me. I come from a broken home. My parents are what you might call... dead. Nope, workaholics. Oh. I murdered them and now I live in their home. I have them stuffed in their bedroom and I kiss them goodnight. Every night. That's dark. Basically, they spend more time at their respective jobs than they ever do here. Hey, they're trying to support you, alright? Don't be a shit. Don't be a little shit. Don't be one of them. I only ever get to catch them during the evening while they're eating, and then everyone is off to bed and the cycle repeats. Don't get me wrong, I understand they have to work in order to keep us living comfortably, so I don't hate them for it. It just gets, I don't know, lonely? Ah well. There's no use moping about it. It's been like this for years, so I don't know why I was getting all emotional about it now. Plus side of them not being around is that I quickly had to learn how to cook for myself. Oh, that's the worst part. It's amazing how fast you can adapt to that sort of stuff when you're starving. I don't think I've had enough time for anything fancy to eat for breakfast, so I'll just settle for toast. Oh, yeah. Am I a guy? I assume so. I have no idea. You can never go wrong with toast. I was going to say I got a man after my own heart, but... Okay, you might be able to go wrong with toast. I have sudden traumatic flashbacks to when the toaster erupted into flames. Ah, what a day that was. Moon pie, what a day to be alive. But I've learned from my mistakes now. It won't happen a third time. Having devoured the only slightly charred toast, I sling my bag over my shoulder before starting for the front door. I give the empty house one last look over before opening the front door. It's kind of depressing to have no one to say goodbye to. But, again, this has been the same for every weekday morning since forever ago. The sun is shining high, a cloudless sky. And birds are chirping overhead. Waves of students are passing by, happily chatting with one another as they all make their way to school. It's all so horrible. Not as much as a morning person, so I can't even begin to fathom how everyone can be so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed right now. I mean, it's taken all my willpower just to be able to put a foot in front of the other without just crumpling to the ground. Oh, I know those feels. I know those feels. I just have to hope the breakfast kicks in and gives me the energy I need before I'm forced to literally drag myself through the school gates. There's no dialogue appearing. There you go. Well, I'll keep my head down and my eyes glued to the ground as I soldiered on. I suddenly noticed that the vibrant atmosphere from before is gone. Silence has completely taken over. My steps the only thing making any noise. The air is still. Huh? That's a bit strange. Bringing my head up, I met with an unsettling sight. The street is deserted. No students, no cars, and even the cheerful chirping of the birds is gone. What's happening? What is happening? What? I hurry on forward, hoping to at least run into somebody. Anyone. Even the sun's once golden rays seem muted, the world tinged in dreary tones. But there still isn't a cloud in the sky. Okay, this is definitely starting to freak me out. I need to just... A splitting pain shoots from my head, stopping me in my tracks. Like a searing poker being thrust through my skull. That sounds really lovely. I love a good poker for my skull. A headache? A headache? No? Nothing is making any sense. Desperately trying to keep myself upright as I clutch a hand to my head, I stagger forwards. Unlike the headaches from before that gradually died down, this one seems to be getting worse. Thump, thump, thump in the night. I won't stop. It won't stop. I won't stop. It won't stop at all. I'm brought to my knees. Begging and pleasing for the Lord in my life. Good song. Good song I just made up there. I can hardly even think straight. My head threatening to explode at any moment. And then, through gritted teeth and a pained expression, I see it. Something that shouldn't exist. It clearly does, as confirmed by my own terrified eyes. Oh my god, it's a monster. It's got 4 eyes, and that's a pretty cool looking one, actually. That's the only word that can come to my scrambled mind. A hulking, grotesque mass of flesh with gnarled fangs and red slitted eyes, seething with hate. The closest thing I can relate to would be a dog. But no dog I know of is 3 times the size of me. Its form practically eclipsing the sun. It snorts with flared nostrils, something like steam being exhaled out. Given its tense stance and the fact it's blocking my way, I can only assume it's here for me. But why? What the hell is it? Where did it come from? Why does it want me? 1,000,001 questions race through my head, but I doubt I'm going to get any answers from this thing. There's only one thing I can do when presented with such odds, and that is to... Let's dance! Put on your red shoes and dance with groove. I think that's how it goes. Stand my ground or flee. I'm gonna stand my fucking ground. Of course. I don't know what the hell. If you turn around, he might, like, donkey punch you and then have his way with you. I don't know what the hell is this thing is, or why has it suddenly appeared before me, but I'm not gonna let it take me down without a fight. Ignoring the pain that threatens to consume my skull, I straighten myself up and stare right back into the hateful eyes of the beast. That's why I have to go in it. And then tightening a fist, I lash out lightning. Lash out like lightning. I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy now, this music. My fist connecting with its head cleanly with a solid impact. Shit! Critical hit! Take this, foul beast. Wham. Wham bam skaplam. Okay, no. Bad idea. That did nothing. In fact, it looks like even angrier than it did before now. Oh, shit. My Shoryuken did nothing. All I managed to do was bruise my own fist. I hope I haven't broken anything. I reel back from my brutal attack, giving the fist in question a good shake. Why don't we go for a kick? Do the Chun-Li kick. Get the old Chun-Li 1-2. Ow. Now what do I do? My blazing surprise attack was met with complete indifference. Now I think it's too late to run, as the creature is gearing itself up for a charge, its front leg digging into the ground. This might have been a mistake. I try to turn tail and begin running, but the beast kicks off of the ground straight towards me. There's nothing else I can do. I brace myself as best as I can for the inevitable bone-shattering impact. Am I dead? Right before the beast can connect with me and bring my life to a grisly end, a dazzling, radiant light floods my vision, engulfing both me and the monster. The beast stops in its tracks, a guttural cry escaping it before it vaporizes before my eyes. Oh yeah, that's the power of belief. It's the power of self-belief. You can do anything. What? The hell just happened? Oh jeez, that was a close one. Are you all right? I'm gonna assume this is a female. Jeez, that was a close one. Oh geez, that was a close one. Are you all right?
Oh, Nestor, no.
She's back! A cheerful voice chirps.
Oh, are you alright?
A welcome sound after the terrors of that thing. Oh my god, like, don't even talk to him. We have to leave before, like, oh my god. And then another voice that's less cheerful. In fact, they sound angry more than anything. I was like, don't you understand? We have to leave. Can I see them? I need to get a judge a character. Oh, Jesus Christ. What did I expect? I certainly expected shiny boobs. That's all I expected. Yeah, see, the one on the left looks like a meow meow cat.
Meow meow. Oh, it's so good to see you, Master. Meow meow.
It's my favorite voice to do. And then the one in the pink has got a serious look, and she's kind of like, I don't understand. Like, all the clothes in this, it seems like for the boobs to be for the clothes to accommodate the boobs in these games, or these visual novels, the clothes would have to have special boob pouches like sewn into them. It just doesn't make any sense. The two boobs in these games are just not. They're not boobs. They're just like water balloons shoved on a person's chest. So we got her. She's like,
oh, hell, I'm so good to thank you. Ah.
There you go. She'll be her, and then the pink one can be like, listen, it's no time for this. I don't know. Though this is definitely the last thing I was expecting.
Boobs. Oh, Cowie, so cute. My two waifus.
Two girls roughly my age stand before me. I blink several times before I scrub at my eyes, hoping this might make a little more sense. This can't be real. I'm having more trouble believing these girls are actually standing before me than I did the monster. Wielding weapons and costumes taken straight out of a fantasy book. A fantasy book. It's all a bit much for my brain to attempt to process. What? Is that me? What? What the heck was that?
A shadow.
The more cheerful of the two simply says that to me, her stance relaxing some. Huh? Was it supposed to explain anything? I glanced down at my feet where my own shadow stretches, but the girl burst into a giggle.
That's your own shadow, silly. Oh. That thing we just took care of, which you're welcome for, by the way, is what we call a shadow. Ah, meow meow.
But you have to wait until next time to find out what kind of weird shit's going down, because that's all for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Sakura Angels. I'll probably do like 1 or 2. I don't know, maybe two, yeah, and then yeah. This looks like a stupid game with people with jam boobs. It's pretty much exactly what I expected from a Sakura game. Standard. I'm gonna go get me some Doritos and Mountain Dew. If you did enjoy the episode, don't forget to leave a like and a comment in down below. It does help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel. New videos out every 6 hours. All different kinds of games. So there's always something for you to watch. And you can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and catch me live on Twitch. And you can email me. All the links to those are all down below. Other than that, though, thanks for watching. Have fun. Stay safe. And, you know, boobs.